Hello, I'm Nina Hossain. This time tomorrow, London could be at a standstill. That's what black cab drivers are hoping. 10,000 drivers are planning to create chaos by parking up in protest at the new high-tech way of hailing a taxi. The Met's so concerned it's warning the demonstration could put lives in danger as emergency services could struggle to get through the gridlock. To explain more about the technology and the protest itself, here's our political correspondent Simon Harris.
Vince McGonigal has spent his working life trying to avoid traffic jams. Tomorrow, he's hoping to create one. He's one of thousands of London taxi drivers planning to gridlock the West End in a protest over a new generation of minicabs.
We were quite exclusive at one time, but now everybody wants a piece of our pie. It's just typical. And the people that run us, they're supposed to be upholding the law, and they're not even doing that. So it's a general eroding of our trade, and we need to step in and stand up for ourselves.
The Private Hire Vehicles London Act 1998 says only traditional taxis can be fitted with a meter. These so-called taxi meters calculate a fare based on the distance and duration of a journey. The law bans meters in minicabs, but firms like the American newcomer Uber calculate fares using smartphone technology and GPS satellites. Uber customers don't stand in the street looking for a taxi with a light on. They simply download an app onto their tablet or smartphone. They punch in a destination, get a quote, and then summon a car.
First of all, it's cheaper. You can see how through the app when your cab comes, and therefore I think it's more convenient.
I recently just found this out like a couple of weeks ago, and I think it's probably one of the best apps on the market.
That sort of internet-based, app-based business is going to put these guys out of business.
Uber claims it's making minicab journeys safer.
As soon as I book a car, I'm past the driver's photo, his or her name and registration. So I'm 100% sure I'm getting in the right car with the right driver and that they're fully licensed and insured. Secondly, I can watch the car drive up in the app, so I don't have to hang around on the street late at night if I don't want.
Tomorrow's protest will spread out from Trafalgar Square. Transport for London thinks it's pointless because the High Court has been asked to rule on taxi meters versus apps.
We think this protest is really completely unnecessary because although we accept that there's a genuine issue about the definition of a taxi meter and so on, this is really going to be decided one way or another in the courts.
We deliberately picked a midweek afternoon. We've deliberately not done it during the rush hours. We've deliberately not had it today or on Thursday when there's garden parties at the Palace. We've notified everybody. Everybody has been given ample warning and notice. We've been forced into this position.
Tonight, Scotland Yard warned police cars, fire engines and ambulances might be caught up in tomorrow's disruption and lives could be put at risk.
We'll know this time tomorrow, but how bad do you think it's going to be?
Nina, the problem is no one can be really sure. Transport for London talks about several thousand taxis taking part. Scotland Yard has spoken of 10,000. Now, if that many converge on Trafalgar Square, the gridlock is going to radiate for miles, certainly down Whitehall to Parliament Square, onto some of the key bridges. There's also talk of another protest by taxi drivers who operate out of Heathrow on the Hogarth roundabout on the A4. Now, the police are particularly incensed that the organisers haven't been in touch to discuss their plans. This is what one senior officer had to say.
There is a legal requirement for an organiser of a procession such as this to notify the police of the time, route and duration of the procession. That hasn't happened in this case, so we're leaving the lines of communication open, wanting an organiser to come forward to us.
Nina, I think the only thing we can be certain of is that the protest is due to start tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. How long it lasts, how big the disruption is, at this stage is anyone's guess.
Simon, thank you.